hard this was for you.
It was you for a reason.
It's the end of everything.
Beginning. Beginning of everything.
Freestanding timber structure in the world. The building of this ark has excited a lot of people, but also has caused a lot of controversy.
The non-Christians are fascinated by this.
Tim expects 2 million people to visit the attraction every year. Folks in awe of this.
They want to come and see Noah's Ark.
Anti-science, immoral, and anti-LGBT.
This is
It's really time for Christians to do something of this size, of this quality, that competes with the Disney.
Starting to see the stern come up. We got our maximum peak stress, and yeah, boom, boom, brakes. Okay, bow swinging down. That looks good. The double keel hang on, and then they separate. Bow plunges.
파워바이 사업과 한국의 미술관이 찍어준다는데 미국 국민들한테 물어봤습니다. 미국 국민들 뭘 US 뉴스한테 뭐? Oh no!